Hey, Digging for Diamonds. I'm so excited to jump on here and do some extra training with you guys. Today, we are talking about part three of our getting started. The first day was the first 48 hours that we talked. Part one was the first 48 hours that Kendall talked about. And if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. Part two was when Natasha went over the first 7 days. And then today I am talking about part three, which is the first 30 days of your new ambassador. You want to get them all started off strong, and those first 30 days are so important. So here we are talking about the new ambassador that told you that they are ready for that launch path, the launch path. They're ready to get started. They're ready to get their business going and everything. Now, the first 30 days are really important for both the business and the product. So you're really wanting to get your new ambassador started off strong, regardless if they're running the business right away, if they're on that slow and steady path, because those first 30 days, you want to be in a lot of contact with them to make sure that they are doing their products correctly and making sure you're answering a lot of their questions. So remember that during this time, you're still sorting people. You're looking for those people that are acting like what they are saying. So you were looking for those people that their actions correlate with what they're saying. So if they're like, yes, I really want this, and they are, wanting to do this, and they're following your advice, and they're like, I am so excited about this, and they're doing their activity and everything, you're sorting these people out then from the people that aren't messaging you back or aren't doing the activities and things like that. But are they willing to do the work? They might say they are serious, but they're not willing to put in the work. But the thing is that you can use your leadership to encourage them and to really uplift them, because it can be an emotional roller coaster. And so you want to make sure you're watching for that and encouraging them as you can. So you can do everything right. You can give them all these things, get them started off strong, get on the game plan call, get them started off strong, but it's still up to them. If you're tagging them in things and messaging them and they're not responding, you can only do so much. So then you can kind of evaluate where you need to put them. However, as you up your leadership skills, you can influence them, and influence people. Like I said, there's that emotional roller coaster. So when they're down, this is when their why is really, really important. So in their game plan call, they told you their why. So they say, I don't know, or like they're not doing their activity or something, and they're having a down day, 1, 2, 3 days, a down day. You say, hey, you told me you really want to retire your husband, that you want to get him out of that job that he doesn't like, or you want to help make some extra income from home so he can go get a job that you guys both like, that doesn't take him away so much. Is that still your why? Are you still wanting that? And remind them of that, because it's going to bring them back to reality. I know for me, in my beginning, I had so many ups and downs. People quit, or people tell me no, or whatever. And when you're encouraged and you're told, like, Lauren, you remember that your why, remember there's a reason, and you're going to help more people, and the different things, and like you're doing a good job. That's where you're coming in and teaching them that. And that's why you want to be more focused on their activity versus necessarily the outcome. And I'm going to get into a little bit more of that in a moment. But during that first 7 days, you want to be talking to that person every day. For the first 30 days, if they're on that launch path, I'd say if you can every day, every other day, but if not more. So you want to call them as much as possible. See where they're at. So you can hear their excitement. Like, oh my goodness, I just talked to my mom. She wants to do it too. And so excited. talk to my neighbor. She's going to try it with me. Or, here's this. So you want to look at it as this blast off concept. For people that said they are serious, you want to use that first beginning 30 days as this blast off for their business, because it's so, so important. And the main goal is for them to get talking to as many people as they physically can in those first 30 days. And I can tell you, as somebody that fast started gold, this is so important. I am still having people come to me that I contacted in those first 30 days wanting to order, because I had all that, and I've never wavered in that momentum after having those first 30 days of that incitement and taking my products correctly and reaching out just to as many people as you possibly can. So you want to think of it like an airplane. It takes an airplane 2/3 of its fuel to get off of the ground, and 1/3 of it, and it's just gliding, whatever that's called, gliding across to its destination, So here you're thinking, you need to put all of that, this big, giant, huge push in the beginning for that 2/3 part of their fuel is going to be right there in the beginning. Now you have to remember that these are the people that told you the launch pad. These are the people that told you that they want to be pushed. So you have to remember that these are the people that want this business. They told you their why. They told you that, that they want to make some income. So the second concept I want to talk about is you want to create that personal success story and that first 30 days. And I can tell you, you will still be talking about those first 30 days 2 years from now. That's why they're so important. When I reach out and talk to people about my why, about the business, or about the products, I always go back to those first 30 days. What I first noticed was this. I was sitting on the couch and Timothy asked me what I wanted. It was the evening. I was nursing the baby. And he was asking me, what do you want? Like a little bowl of cereal, a little, ice cream, whatever it is. And I was like, you know what? I don't want anything. He was like, are you serious? Because I always ate something at night. I always had that sugar craving or that craving, that appetite at the end of the night. And I was like, I think that this Plexus is really helping me. And then I noticed I wasn't having naps anymore, and I was sleeping better. Timothy was working second shift to get into bed, and I wasn't even waking up whenever he came in. That right there is my first 30 days wise. That's how easy it is right there, because that's true. That's what happened. It was life-changing for me. And I noticed, those two hours that I used to nap every day, my house was getting cleaner. I was cooking more. I was getting myself ready better. So those are my why. So when you're thinking like, what's my product why? Think of those first 30 days. Think of that. Now you can add what that will add on to that. And there is progress, and some things take time and stuff. But then I think of those first 30 days of my business and how I came in and I was like, here it was. So you want it to be where even if they don't fast start, or, you could say the first 30 days, I was learning more about the products, and I reached out to all of my friends, and I was really excited, and, and it's come, and now I'm still harvesting from that working. So those whys they will share with their prospects for years. I mean, I still to this day, I tell people about my first 30 days, and my success and what I liked and what I enjoyed and how it was like really fun. And I remember I won a $50 or $100 Target card from Megan. And I thought that was like the coolest thing. We bought our tent with it. And I was like, this is so cool. And Timothy thought that was great too. So they can say, you know what? I just followed the system, and this is the system we're making, you guys. This is Digging for Diamonds system. So you're just plugging them into the system. So they can say when they go to their prospects, hey, I just followed the system. I followed the steps that they had out. I went on a game plan meeting. I started out those steps, those live curiosity posts, the first 48, the first 7, the first 30, and this is the results that I was getting. And you want to put them in profit, not just get their products paid for. You want to put them in profit. So remember, these are for those willing to lead them. Tell them the first 30 days are crucial. Make sure that they know this. This is a big push during your first 30 days. That you'll be sharing these products, the same testimony for years to come for those first 30 days. Now, in terms of activity, that first 30 days is all around activity. You want your your new ambassadors, you want to encourage them to reach out to at least 100 people in their first 30 days. We have the list of 64. I would encourage you to have them do it twice and reach out to all of them. Now, don't focus on anything except for their activity, not the results. Their job is to get into activity. Their job is to do that live curiosity post, to get in front of people, to talk to people, to message people, to do those connections, that 120 or 130 people that after the 64 times 2 get it. And you just encourage them like, hey, you can do this. Get them into the activity, not results. Now you tell them, I'll help you answer questions and seal the deal. See, they're getting people into 3-way messages with you. They're inviting tons of people to their launch party. See, that's another thing. So they're contacting all of these people, and then they're saying, hey, I've got this launch party, like, come, this is be a perfect way. Like, but the launch party should never be your first reach out contact ever. So it should be something that you can invite them to. It's like, hey, we've been talking about this. I am having this launch party. Would you like an invite? So tell them just to keep trucking on. We will put in maximum effort with the time that they have. So that's another thing. This is not about, like, they can choose the launch path if they have 5 hours a week. But during those 5 hours a week, they're giving it all they got. But if they have 10 hours, 15 hours, even better. So you have to remember that even if they have 2 hours a week, which is, they have more than that, that if they choose the launch path, they're using that time that they have and giving it all they've got. So during that time, so you're going to see where you're at the end of those 30 days, and then you'll roll right into the 4 stages of leadership. And we haven't gone over the 4 stages of leadership here in Digging for Diamonds, and we will. But the first stage is the modeling stage. And so you have this ambassador, and depending on how fast their team is growing, and if they're having a team, you're already doing the modeling stage anyways. You're helping them get their person trained and going as well, and they're modeling it to their person and their person. However, their main focus is activity, to contact as many people as possible, not with mass messaging, but with the messaging that we talked about in the Digging for Diamonds and things like that. So now, that's where you are with your new ambassador after 30 days. And if you are a new ambassador, or if you're wanting to relaunch, get that list out, that 64 list of 64, get your memory jogging, write out those people and start contacting them, and especially with your live curiosity post. And we'll start teaching you how to do your 10 for 10, where you interact with people 10 minutes prior to your post and then 10 minutes after. Super simple. 10 minutes before post, 10 minutes after. And it'll bring more people to your post. Just so many good things. But remember, those first 30 days are crucial for activity. I hope this helps, and I hope that you as your new ambassador is you just keep encouraging them to contact people and to help them and give them the tools that they need in order to do so. Okay, well, and get them on three-way messages, doing launch parties, and we can and contact your sponsor, or you can comment on this about the messaging scripts that you can use as well, and we'll bump those up. All right. Well, I hope that's helpful. And digging for diamonds, I just know that 2018 is going to be so great. It's already starting off so well. So I look forward to talking with you in the comments if you're commenting on this. So bye.